Interesting story about my writing partner, Sir Simon Marsden. He's quite a fascinating person. While we were riding in the car in France, where he asked me to meet him to work on a project, and I helped him put his life story together. He was talking to me in various characters. He surprised me on our long journey. It's like a 45-hour journey on this bumpy, undeveloped European road that kept bouncing us around. But he started talking to me as Rhett Butler, and he started telling me about his travels here in America and the times he lived here. Things people just don't know about Simon. He told me things from his boyhood and things he never shared with others too, he said. But when we were bouncing around in the car and he was talking to me, and he sounded just like Rhett Butler. And he said, he's British. I said, how did you learn how to talk just like him? He said, because he had taken acting. I didn't know that. Well, he told me that he had a piece of Edgar Allan Poe's Tombstone. And I couldn't believe it. He's told me a lot of great mysteries, things he did in America when he used to even take Greyhound places. But he told me he even went to his boyhood home. He stayed there a while. He wanted to research his past. And I know so many things I could share if I wanted to tell the world about Simon. But he asked me to be his writing partner. And he called me Miss Sherry. He said, you're a Southern Belle. He said, and you belong in a big mansion on a plantation with a lot of slaves. And I said, but Simon, I don't want slaves. I don't even want a housekeeper. He said, oh, but you need slaves. And he really treated me phenomenal. He treated me like a lady. And I was so glad he asked me to Europe, because a very evil group was murdering me. And while I was in Europe, he told me why they were after me. He said that I had a gift that he had, and very few people had it. And he said, they'll try to get you to join them, but you mustn't join them. He thought it'd be my doom if I joined them. And he said, I'll be your knight of the haunting realm. I'll protect you sword in hand. Well, I have a fascinating picture of him, and he looks like he's crossing over. But I know one thing is for sure. He came back because we were working on a story called The Dark Room, where he said he got rid of his inner ghosts. And after he died, I was deeply sad, but I went into instant menopause. The day of his death, I think it was January 22nd, I started spotting. Never had any signs of that. Went into complete instant menopause the day he died. The universe went crazy. The universe went nuts. I don't know. It was like the universe had wanted something to happen between us. I don't know what, but the universe. And then all of a sudden, I start taking these pictures. And I see these faces at every picture that I take pictures of. And the universe is suddenly showing me things in the sky no one else sees. And the universe is starting to all of a sudden connected to me and talking to me. And it's fascinating. Simon Marsden.